Well, we're here live again. I hope you guys didn't miss me too bad and you're still with me. Appreciate you holding out. What we're going to do tonight is we're going to cut some ribs and get ready to build the other half of that wing. Kind of boring stuff, rinse and repeat. We have our cradle here. Well, we had two when I come in and poof, they disappeared. Oh well. So if you remember back, I already had cut the okay, that's where that goes. And this got quite a bit overhanging here. Why? Because it's shorter. Yeah, that'll be fine. Looks like I got a little bit of sanding to do here. A little dent there. Oh well, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay, need to pin that. We just need to have this in place until we get started. I'm here every night, even if you're not. Starting the rest of the wing. Yes. Oh. I guess that helps. Well, I hope you weren't hope you guys weren't too upset with me for not being here for a week. Camera problems. I just got tired. Come on. All righty. What I did there is I'm just sighting down here to see if this thing is straight, you know, parallel with the layout line that I had in there, because I've moved this around because I've changed it up slightly. Now I'm sighting down the trailing edge to make sure that it's straight. And it's not really. So what are we going to do here? Like I've cut a little off of there. We'll just put that there. We'll ding it out. The most important thing you want is the center section to fit perfectly. So in order to achieve that, yep, there it is. Okay. That's what I used for the now this will take me a couple of nights. I'll have this done probably this week, this half. I gotta make sure what I did with my sheeting. I've been kind of moving stuff around here. Here we go. These are the inboard sheeting. Okay, so the rest of the stuff is for, put that back in the box so I don't cut it up by an accident. This is 1/8 inch stock. We don't want to use that. Here's a piece. That's heavy though. 18 grams. That's too heavy. Okay. So this will be center sheeting. That's 17, so that's decent. I'm just trying to find the right wood for the ribs. This is 19. This is kind of porky. I did use 3/32. Yeah, it looks pretty good. So we're going to use these. That's 16th. We don't want that. Hopefully we got enough wood here to do these ribs. 11. Unfortunately, I put my good pencil away already, so we're going to have to use the pencil I didn't pay but a quarter for. We'll cut a strip out of this. So we need a shim piece on the leading edge to hold the rib perpendicular to the wing. So I'm going to cut that right now. Maybe. There we are. Now this shim here is pretty important because if you don't put it in, you're not building the wing straight. You're building it at a twist. Same thickness as the leading edge, the trailing edge, and a spar, cap strip, so on and so forth. You know, it probably would be better to do this with these two pieces glued together, and you know, this cradle and that cradle. I just don't have the room for it, so I got to kind of make do with what I can do here. Of course, all I'm doing here is I'm cutting the ribs and gluing this. You know, I'm going to get the center section started so that it matches perfectly, and then I'll take this away and build this on the glass table over there. But you got to take precautions in getting the setup started correctly. If you don't, you got problems. So let's cut the first rib. Left center, that's right. I don't know why I got them marked upside down. Typical. Typical. You know, I've shown this process on this channel, numerous times. I don't know how you guys can get much out of this. But, as requested, This here is a real surgical scalpel, disposable. I don't know where I came up with it, but I don't find it as sharp as an X-Acto knife. Should have been a surgeon. You ever know some guys are just practicing? I gotta know what I'm doing. Okay. I had this like so. This is center. I'm gonna do it with the pins. There they are. Have to get the hump on if I'm going to get moved. I'm going to finish rubbing out my other airplane and get this one finished before the gnats. What do you think? Can I do it? Paid my AMA dues for 2 years again. Boy, what a waste of money that is. Hello, Miguel. We don't get much, that's for sure. I should have done the other rib on this too. Damn. Should have done them at the same time. Oh well. We'll do that right now. We'll do that right now. Let's see if we can find a ballpoint pen. I like pens better than I like pencils for drawing on balsa wood. If you can get the pencil or the pen to write. Most of the time, there's a pen I know will work. Most of the time, the ink doesn't roll. There we go. I really don't like that knife either. It's not sharp enough. There's my X-Acto knife. Here we go. How many of you guys are going to watch The State of the Onion? Whatever he says, just ask yourself, are you better off today than you were 2 years ago? No. Hey, Skip. Well, yeah, Skip, you wrote something on my other channel that you are a woodworker by trade. This is L1. L1. I looked into the Cobalt table saw. Nah, that's not what I'm going to buy. I want a saw that has a rack and pinion fence, such as the DeWalt. Now Harbor Freight has one, but I know DeWalt is still China. Everything's from China, but DeWalt's quality's up there, you know. I don't want to. I don't want things that I can make mistakes with. Okay. You guys make sure to get over there and join, please, on Stunt Hangar Woodworks. I only got one video up. Let's talk about tools, because that won't really start rolling. That won't really start rolling until I get home. But I will show you the plans for the other channel for the first build. Now, I didn't design these. I bought them from a kid offline. There's 26 pages here, detailed step by step on how to make a modular drawer. I mean, these have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 drawers, or a combination thereof. So on this one, you can have an 1.5-inch drawer on the bottom, and then a 3-inch drawer, and then a 6-inch drawer, and so on and so forth. They're in multiples of 1.5 inches. You can swap the drawers around up and down in the cabinets. Really in an ingenious way to do stuff. And they bolt together. You can make as many or as few as you want. So that's what we're going to build as our first project. And on my first project, I didn't want to have to think about it. But it's probably the best modeler's cabinet I've ever seen. And I don't think the kid knows what he's got there, really. So we got to go this way. He just wanted something for his shop. And I watched the video and I go, hey, I got to have that. When I do that build, when I get back to St. Louis, I'll leave a link to his channel. I can't sell his plans, so I don't want to get hammered for copyright infringement. So I'll leave a link where you can buy them. They're $12. 26 pages for $12. Very detailed, but there is a problem with them. They are in metric. That's all right. I got a metric yardstick. Well, I cut 2 ribs out so far tonight. Center up. This is L1, L-1. I'm not going to dig out those tools, so now we need to cut them slots. This is a lead out guide, believe it or not. We're going to use that on this airplane, so I don't want to cut that up. So, how am I going to do this? I already put that away. Let's see what we got here. I better dig it out. Here we go. Simple, quick tool to notch these ribs. Can't get any easier than that. Don't try to cut them, because you'll never get them cut perfect. And remember, we like perfect here. Could have been a little tighter. Should be all right. I think what we're going to do is we're going to jump around. I'm going to do this one, and then I'll do the tip, and then I can separate these two, because I'll have them glued down. We'll do these two, and then separate them. Okay. Dust. I watch these videos of these cabinet makers, and they're all whining about dust in their shop. They need to work with me for a day or two. This is real dust. So we want these pinned together here. Huh. That's correct. Correcto. The nice thing about this system, if you break a rib or whatever, you can just go back to your cradle, make a rib and stick it in, it'll fit perfect. Remember, this sets your whole wing up right here, so you got to take a little extra time to make sure this is perfect. I keep pushing it down, so we're gonna come in from the side, I guess. It'll be fine. Now this end rib, I'm not even gonna bother to hollow, because when I separate them, I'll just hollow out the center, and this gets cut away, so it doesn't much matter. However, these ribs here, I'm going to have to hollow before I put them on. This L1, we need that gone. We need that to gone. That's a pretty good way to do things, I think. Hunt was pretty sharp when he did this. L1. So we need it's a V. Angled rib now. Yeah, that's right. This is top. So this is what we want right here. This is up. What I need is that 3/8 trailing edge. That's a dig for it, I guess. 1/4 inch, that's what it was, 1/4 inch. This ain't it though. 3/16. Gets out of the way. Lumber. So, guys, did you miss your nightly dose of Stunt Hangar last week? L2 top. We'll keep working on the same piece. We'll work on the same piece. I think we'll go this way though. We'll get a little extra out of it. Yeah, we get one more rib out of it. Remember, guys, do me a favor. If you're a subscriber here, go over to Stunt Hangar Woodworks and join that channel or subscribe to that channel. You don't have to join. It's not monetized, so there's no ads. At least not yet until YouTube figures out that I can make them money. This is a L2. L2 top. And we're gonna do some playing. I got a bunch of stuff. Got a biscuit joiner yesterday and a skill router table. Now you wonder, what am I going to use those tools for model airplanes for? Well, motor mounts first off. We're going to do some custom woodland. Custom woodland. Don't look for too many videos on that channel. Probably maybe once a week we'll do video over there. This is still my main channel and still my main love. I don't want to get too off the deep end and that other stuff. But you'll be able to build your wife some cabinets when you're done over there. I'm going to do a kitchen remodel and a shop remodel, bathroom remodel. I'm just going to go crazy building a bunch of stuff for my house. Seeing as I'll have time. So this airplane takes about 6 sheets of 4-inch. So that's 6, yeah, 6. 6 sheets of 4-inch, 2 sheets of 3-inch, so that's 2, and then we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 sheets. Takes 12 sheets of 3-inch and 6 sheets of 4-inch, and I mean, there's a lot of lumber here. This is a big wing. For the next one of these I'm going to build an I-beam. I'm going to go to the lumber yard and see if I can find some clear white pine 2-inch wide batten, 1/4-inch thick. We'll do it like I did my Vipers. I'm going to build another one of those another Aegis or Geo, whatever you want to call the thing. I'm going to change the airfoil slightly. Use the clip landing gear in a beam wing and geodesic in a beam wing. I guess that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter because we'll sand it to shape. .44. Now what am I doing? We gotta have one on top, one on the bottom. And let her rip, tater chip. Too close. Danny, get out of the chair and into the garage. Now that's who really got me interested in woodwork. If you guys ever see Danny's craftsmanship, good model airplane builder too, just slow. Better pay him by the job, not by the hour. I really hate winter. I didn't go to John's. I haven't been doing. I just blah. It's just terrible. I hate it. Can't get excited about anything. Starts warming up. Well, I'll be back to Booter Park here shortly. I haven't been there in 6 years, 7 years. Okay, basically, I'm just getting the parts cut up for this right now. We'll get it glued together this week, but I just kind of wanted to see how it was going to fit. Okay, where's my stick? My sanding stick. I know it's here somewhere. Remember that when you're watching the State of the Onion tonight. Are you better off today than you were 2 years ago? Brr, wrong answer. No matter what anybody says, judge for yourself. $2 years ago, gas was $2. I don't know, $2.15 or $2.20. It was way down there. Eggs were 79 cents a dozen. You're lucky if you can find eggs for $7 a dozen now. So this is L2. L2. L3. Hey, Gary. Yeah, the days are getting longer. That's one thing to look up to, I guess. Yeah, we got 10 minutes left on this session. We're only going to get these two done today. We got 4 ribs, so it takes an hour, 15 minutes a rib, plus hollowing. You could cut them out faster, but they wouldn't be as accurate. These are absolutely perfect. And that's what you want. Perfect. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to ditch this half of the wing. I'm just going to work on cutting these parts, and when we go to put it together, I'll set all this stuff back on the glass instead of trying to monkey around with this here, setting that first rib. We'll set this all back on the glass, tack them in, and it'll be ready to go. So I'm going to take this apart. I don't need this right now. All it does is offer something more to get broken. Because the only thing we need this wing for is to make sure this first rib is set right. And I'm not gonna set that. It'll take a couple of nights to finish these ribs, so it takes an hour for 4. So that's what do we got here? 4. It's an hour. It's by Friday. By Friday we'll have them done. Because I'm just not that excited. But, you know, I got most of the airplane done already. All the important parts, the elevator stabilizer, the molding of the bottom block. The rudder will take no time at all. And the motor crutch is done. This is going to be a nice wing. It'll be very nice. I just wish it was an ounce lighter. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I wish everything was an ounce lighter all the time. All right, that's going to wrap it up for this evening. We're just about at our hour. Remember, devote 1 hour a day doing this. Don't go out there in the shop and just sit there and look at the plans. You know, I did 4 ribs tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 ribs tonight, 3 in an hour. So I'll do 4 ribs tomorrow in an hour. That's 2 hours. And then another 4 ribs, that's 3 hours. So in 3 hours, I got all the parts cut. And, you know, this thing can go together in a matter of 15 minutes. I've had all the parts cut. But nobody's going to do it for you unless you buy a kit. And then it's kind of like why I want to do cabinets, because you can't buy any off-the-shelf stuff that I want. And when I saw those modular cabinets with so many drawers and partitions and dividers and things, and it's by a kid, I'd say he's probably 20-something years old, but he's good with CAD. I can't say he's a fireball woodworker, but he sure has got his act together. You know, you got a drawer jig. You know, everything's in here. The leg jig, the rounding router jigs. But as I stated, it's all in metric. So if you're not a metric character, and I'm not, well, we're going to struggle through learning a new system. I mean, as a mechanic, yeah, 13 millimeters half inch, 14 millimeters 9/16, 11 millimeters 7/16, and I understand all that. But when they talk about centimeters, and so I'm going to have to get out my metric yardstick and figure it out, and maybe buy a tape, you know, a new Stanley 4-meter tape. So, with metric marks on it. All right, guys, I appreciate you watching. Like, subscribe, share. Please go over to the other channel, Stunt Hangar Woodworks. If you type in Stunt Hangar, it should pop right. Stunt Hangar Woodworks should pop right up in the search function. There's two videos over there. There's my Continental paint video of the classic Continental from years ago, and a tools video. But I'm going to be putting on a couple more tools videos because I did, like I said, I did buy a biscuit joiner and a router table. And instead of buying Harbor Freight planes, I went on the old Evil Bay and I bought somebody's old Stanley planes. And these babies are sharp. 35 bucks for 2 planes. You can't beat that. Or you could spend $12 at Harbor Freight and have junk. All right, like, subscribe, and share. We'll see you tomorrow night. We'll work on some more of this wing. I appreciate you watching. Fair winds, tight lines. See ya.